Hello again, friends. Welcome to another edition of Beavertown Outdoors. I'm John. I'm out here at the beautiful Beavertown compound out in the wood yard, and I've been wrestling with a decision, and we're gonna kind of test things out. In a class I took recently, a lot of it was centered around the scientific method, and part of that is forming hypotheses and testing them and coming up with what a final hypothesis is, try to prove which one's right. So this may not necessarily be about right or wrong way to do something, but when I initially set up my wood yard, I had thought I was going to set all my logs over here, cut them, and then move them over here, process them in the shelter. So processing in the shelter with a gas log splitter didn't seem to be the way to go, at least not the way I've got it set up. Now, there are options to change that, but I haven't done it yet. So one thing I've noticed is if I do all my processing in this area, I still got to transport the split wood way out there. So that works out, and it works out well, but it seems to take a good amount of time. So what I'm thinking of trying is, I cut up all these logs in the pile, cut a bunch of rounds, and I've got to split them the way I'm set up right now. I haven't been moving them. I'm trying to handle them as least amount as possible. And I end up moving them I was originally moving them from one side to the other, which isn't very far, but it's kind of seems like a waste of energy. So I've been splitting them right there next to the pile, just bringing the rugged mate out and splitting them there, and then splitting them into get away from me, bugs, either splitting them right into totes or into my UTV, and then hauling the splits way out to the area where I'm gonna stack it up and having to dump it and pile it. I'm wondering if it would be quicker or more efficient if I take the tractor and pick up the rounds, move the wood out there as rounds, pile it up, and then when I'm ready to split, just take the rugged mate out there, since I'm moving the rugged mate anyway, and just be able to sit there and split it all into a pile without having to stop, move it. Should only have to stop for either when I'm tired and need a break, or fill gas or whatever not. And so I'm wondering if that might be more efficient, because I can remember in the past I used to basically have all my wood. Let's see, let's get up there. There we go. There's where the wood house is. So I used to keep all my wood up there. I'd cut it, split it right there into big piles, and then either carted or whatnot, but closer, and just put it in there and stack. Well, now that I've increased volume and I'm doing stuff out here in the yard, storing the wood out here, I haven't been doing that. But it seemed to go quicker where I could just fire up the rugged mate and just split away, not stopping, not doing anything. You get into kind of a rhythm, and real quickly you build up a big mountain. I think having to stop and transport wood out there, split wood out there, is slowing me down. It's making it to where it breaks up the rhythm and you don't get going and get real efficient. So I think what we're going to do today is we're going to fire up the tractor. This load these rounds that I cut up, you guys saw it in another video. We're going to move those out there, and then we're going to split them out there, and we're going to see if that works out more efficiently. If I just split it, leave it there, it's out where it's getting lots of sun, it's getting lots of wind. Well, maybe not lots of wind, I'm in the woods, but at least lots of sun. And if I don't get to stacking it right away, it's away from shaded areas, so at least it's drying as best it can in a pile until I stack it. So that's what we're going to try out today, folks, and or at least we're going to start that process. This video is just going to be me moving rounds out there. So hopefully you like it and you'll follow along. All right, with the help of our Branson 2515H, beautiful red tractor, a little dirty. It's a tractor, it should be. Got all this moved. So we're gonna stage it here, and we're gonna split it right where it's laying now, and hopefully that'll make it so where, yeah, when we just, shorter distance to get to stacking it, and we can get that second hose housing filled up. All right, guys, well, that's going to do it for this episode of Beavertown Outdoors. So if you like what you saw, please like, please subscribe. Could use more subscribers, more likes too. And feel free to share. So till next time, folks, take care of each other, stay safe, and I'm out.